I just want to start this off real quick by saying I absolutely hate niggas. And we're gonna get to
It's
it.
Black History Month.
Q.
It is Black History Month, but I just have to start it off that way. And I'll give more context. As we give more thoughts, I'll give more context. But I hate niggas.
Starting off strong.
I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in hot.
Now I'm with you.
I'm coming in hot.
I did all that Q for nothing.
Yeah, don't cue me. I'm coming in hot.
I'm not part of that. I love all people.
Oh, he playing that role today.
I love all people.
No, we need that.
We need balance.
That's you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Unless somebody does me wrong in some way, shape, or form. But I love all people.
You got muscles though. I ain't worried about you.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah.
Muscle niggas always start with the love.
Yeah.
They don't want to break a nigga up.
Can't start with that.
The thing is, if you start off too hot, you can't really go anywhere.
Stay
there.
The balance.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to put it back a little bit.
Yo, question for you guys.
What's up, here?
Talk to me.
You know how like usually males or guys are the ones that compliment ladies or females?
Yep.
Sure.
And like, you know, sometimes the compliment could go either left or right, depending on the lady.
For sure.
And depending on if she likes you or not. If a girl likes you and you compliment her, then she might like you back, right? Or play into it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if she doesn't and you compliment her, then you might get fried.
Yeah.
Or you might get fired, sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Right. It gets crazy.
Goes on.
Right. You're never really in the middle. You either on the left outlier or the right outlier.
For sure.
Right.
So my question is, has a female ever complimented you guys? And if so, what's the compliment?
Go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
I see it brewing. I see it simmering. Go ahead, get it off.
You see me smiling?
Yeah, I'll jump in after you. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie.
He blushing.
Yeah.
It's not that they be saying nice things to me.
Glasses getting foggy.
Yo, can you see me?
Turning purple.
It's getting hot and steamy.
Turning purple.
Is Flo Millie in here?
Yeah.
It's getting hot in here.
It's getting hot.
Like,
yeah.
If I get, you know what it is? I get the hate love.
Explain.
You know when girls like, you know when you were a kid and their way of flirting with you is kind of like teasing you a little bit, you talk too much.
Yeah.
Oh, you too cocky.
You think you're cute?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You think you cute? I think I get a ton of that, and I have to redirect them and just say like, no, this is really who I am.
Stand 10 toes in who you are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So the open-ended questions for you from them.
Yeah.
When they put a little sauce on it, that's the compliment.
That's the compliment.
Okay.
That's the compliment.
Cute.
Yeah.
Okay. I've gotten some compliments in my day.
Yeah. What's the usual go-to?
The usual go-to, you have good hair. I mean, come on.
Oh, cute.
It's doing a little something.
Oh, cute. I love your braids.
Yeah. Even when I had short hair, it was always you had good hair.
Okay.
And I usually get the I'm funny a lot.
Yeah.
Personality. You got to have a good personality trait.
Oh, for sure.
Got to.
So personality and a good hair. I'm a win, P. I'm not going to lie. Personality and the good hair.
Okay.
Come on.
That's a Chico.
I'm undefeated.
And he light skinned.
Yeah.
Is he?
It's fair.
Nah, he like
it's fair.
Nah, facts. He light skinned. He lighter than us.
Nah, he is. Nah, that's for sure. But I talk about some boys that's dark skinned though.
Who?
Chad Ochocinco. Shout out to Chad Ochocinco.
No, that's the good brother Chad.
Good brother Chad.
That's the good brother Chad. I love. Shout out to Chad, man. Chad's doing amazing
He's
work.
doing a lot of things.
Okay, I want to big him up because you know it kind of sounded like I was just shooting at him, but you guys will understand in a few seconds that I'm actually just a little envious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Chad Ochocinco.
We can't be envious of Chad though.
Because that's our dark skin brother.
Word.
Dark skin society type shit.
Yeah.
Gotta stay together.
Q, shut up, man. It's dark skin society shit.
You're right. I'm gonna exit.
He's an outlier right now.
Yeah. and Chad don't got no hair. So.
Yeah, Chad don't got no hair.
Respect.
All right. Let me tell you what it is. Why is Chad Ochocinco? Salute to him. You know, you always got to lead with love.
I worked with him before.
Oh, you did? Yeah. You know, if y'all don't know,
Conflex.
listen.
Nah, I only said
he worked with you.
I work with him. He's accomplished.
I see the approach.
He's accomplished more in life than I have. So
okay.
Yeah, nah. See, I fuck with
cool.
Q gonna take all that humbleness with body.
Yeah. Talk your
balance,
shit. You gonna talk your shit with me, P.
Yeah.
Don't come up here. Oh no, he's great. You great, nigga.
I only say that. No, we all great.
Yeah.
Yes.
I only say that I work with him just to reemphasize the fact that Chad is mad chill.
Yeah,
I could see that. I could see that.
Funny guys usually are like that.
Yeah.
Right? Like we want to laugh for the most part. We don't want to do all of that.
Yeah.
So my cons with him have nothing to do with comedy.
Okay.
Why the fuck is Chad Ochocinco able to eat McDonald's and keep a physique?
He be bragging about it too.
Yeah.
He brags about that shit, yo. So I wanted to ask y'all a question.
Okay.
Talk to us.
Are you able?
Mhm.
Nah, you know what? I'll reframe it.
Okay.
Do you think it's possible to truly be healthy if you work out more than the bad food you consume? Because I think that's kind of what Chad Ochocinco is getting at, right? Like, he rubs it in our face that he could eat McDonald's, whatever, but that motherfucker don't look fat.
Nah,
he got pecs.
Yeah, he's out working the calories.
He's out working. So is there a theory there? What do y'all think?
I mean, if you look at the science of it, right?
Yeah, you science.
We're gonna start with the nigga with triceps.
I mean, we all got triceps.
But you got triceps.
Where? I don't see them.
But you got triceps.
Yeah, you got triceps.
Yeah.
The science of it is, if you burn more calories than you either take in, or even if you're at a resting state, like you won't put on the weight. Like your body will metabolize the fat.
Okay.
So Chad's theory is he could eat whatever he wants. McDonald's, 2 sausage egg McGriddles. I think he gets a large OJ or something like that.
You go crazy.
If he's still working out at a high capacity, he's still burning off the calories that he would have. Like, I'll put it like this.
Yeah.
If Chad ate like that all the time and didn't work out, we would see a different Chad. He would be fat, pudgy, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I think because of his workout regimen,
right,
and like I guess all the stuff that he's done in the past, enables him to still be fit.
So Pierre, you are in-house workout extraordinaire.
Okay.
So
he's our calorie connoisseur.
He's our calorie counter.
Okay.
Okay. So what kind of workouts would a person need to do consistently throughout a day, throughout a week, to just pick out and eat Burger King all day?
Yeah. So there are actually a lot of schools of thoughts. Like you can do workouts that will help you burn fat.
Yeah.
And just keep your metabolism high throughout the day.
Okay.
Based off of how you work out.
Okay.
Like if you do a lot of HIIT workouts where you're doing a lot of supersets and you're not really chilling.
Jail workouts, a lot of jail workouts, right?
Yeah. I mean, you do some jail workouts.
I do. I love them.
What are some of that you do?
What's the shit where you what's the name of the motherfucker? What's the shit Kendrick Lamar was doing? He was doing burpees.
Burpees.
That clip pissed me off too, but
I do burpees. Okay. I like to do superset them shits.
Okay.
I got weights at the house.
What do you superset the burpees with?
Myself. Because then you do push-ups, so you taking your own weight.
Okay, calisthenics.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's actually a good example. So if you do burpees and then right at your rest, instead of resting on the offset, you do push-ups. That's a form of supersets, and you're constantly burning calories. So if you do that for about 30 to 45 minutes throughout the day, your metabolism will be a lot higher, burn a lot higher than if you didn't.
It's kind of like activating the body almost.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Right.
Metabolism have a lot to do with things.
Yeah.
See, my only question to y'all is, all right, cool. If I work out enough and handle the calories and I get that out of my system, that doesn't account for the amount of sodium intake, right? Or the amount of sugar intake, right? Mm-hmm. That's the only thing that has me so fucked up. Does that man have diabetes?
I mean, you could be pre-diabetic.
Diagnosis on here.
You could be pre-diabetic. Hopefully,
what's
not.
My A1C?
LDLs, HDLs,
all that shit. Yeah.
But like the thing, so I got a little pudge, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get rid of it, but I love bread and all that. It's crazy.
P.S. I'm eating bread.
Yo, guess how much I weigh right now? Q, guess how much I got?
I'm gonna go. I don't even like the way I just looked at the nigga to try and get his weight.
Yeah, you looked him up and down.
I didn't like that. I'm gonna go 237.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. You about Oh yeah, you right.
See how you gotta look at him? Yeah, you gotta look at his thigh. I'm like, I don't like this game.
I looked at the nigga kneecap. Nigga kneecap
strong as hell.
What? Looking abnormal and shit. I'm gonna go. What Q said? 237.
Yeah.
I got you about 220.
Okay.
Got you about 220.
I'm actually 221. Yo, when I graduated college, bro, I was like 170.
I'm still not 170.
Deadass?
Hell no.
Nah, but he could fight though.
But how
so watch your mouth.
Let's guess Alex's weight. How much you think Alex weighs?
Hey, I'm gonna go 1.
See that?
I don't like that look, but I'm gonna go 1.
See Q?
68.
Q, that's why I fuck with you, man.
168?
That's why I fuck with you.
Hell no.
Nah.
You a fucking hater. Let my man get
268?
Yo, he told us as a kid he used to be fat.
I was obese.
Can I say fat?
Yes, I was obese.
Fat is safe, yeah.
And he used to drink mad Ensures.
I was an Ensure baby.
I love the Ensure.
You know them shits, right?
Ensure plus vanilla on a late night.
But
the chocolate one is good too.
But I was replacing them for food.
Why?
Like I was just waking up.
Just downing them?
Down
3 to the face?
Oh my God, 4.
4? mad calories.
Yeah, the doctor would say cut back.
Cut back.
Yeah.
I'd say Alex is like 230.
230 on the A?
You think I'm a No, I'm not.
How much you weigh?
I'm like 218.
That's a damn lot.
219.
Yeah, when they do this.
That's a lot.
When niggas do this,
that could go anywhere.
You gotta add
I ain't gonna front.
8 pounds to that.
I ain't gonna lie, I just freestyled that shit. I ain't been on a scale in a few now.
Okay.
You feel me?
It might be 268.
Yeah. No, the fuck it ain't. Q, you started with 168. How you put 100 on that shit?
It's Pierre pressured me.
God damn, see when new niggas link up?
Yeah.
You can't even get new niggas.
Nigga knees are strong and everything. I'm closer to him than you right now. I ain't fucking around.
God damn, speaking of new, I didn't intro this shit. Salute to everyone here.
Yo.
New listeners, old listeners, welcome to another installment of We Have More Thoughts. I am your host, A, as always, and today I am accompanied by some fine men.
Yeah.
Directly to the right of me, we got Pierre.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's up?
What's up? You guys already know Pierre. He helps us on the main pods. Directly to the right of him, we got Q.
In the building.
What's up, baby? How we living, man?
We chilling. I think, can we go with QP-ski with me and Pierre's here?
Can we please?
I like that.
I'm cooking?
Ooh, you cooking right?
I'm
QP-ski.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So as a tandem, they are QP-ski.
QP-ski on the couch.
I like that. that. A and QP-ski. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a nice
one.
Keep it nice. Right to it.
AQP.
Yeah.
AQP is fine.
Yeah. I like that.
Say less.
Yeah, man. So listen, time to talk about today.
Yeah.
Again, we want to thank you guys for being with us. Everything we speak about today, please do not hesitate to leave what you think in the comments. We love when you guys are a part of the conversation. You also add to the conversation, make us think about things that maybe we weren't thinking about when this was recorded, right? So first thing I wanted to get to on today's docket, we got some sports guys in the building.
Yeah.
You know, we do try to talk sports on here for the most part, with a plethora of everything else, of course, right?
For sure.
I guess it could be a balance. And I guess this next topic is leading me to a similar sort of topic. Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe seems to be a guy who is transcending sports.
He's going crazy
right?
In real time.
Absolutely. It's crazy in real time, right? If you would have asked me a few years ago if Shannon Sharpe would be at this point in his career, I'd be like, I don't think so. You know, and that's not no hate. It's just I really didn't see it coming.
Facts. Literally never seen it.
I'm telling you. And people online also feel the same way. Now, he kicked off 2024 with a Cat Williams interview.
Yeah. It's at on fire. 68 to 70 million right now.
Come on now.
That's insane.
Explosive to say the least.
Yeah.
Right? And he's had some good ones since then. He's done 21 Savage. He's done Monique.
Usher.
Yeah. Usher is big, right? So again, if you guys don't know, Club Shay Shay is a who's who now.
Yeah.
When people are
one of the ones.
He one of them ones, right? When you in his city and you promoting something, you might have to go pull up over there.
Do you think? Yeah. You think he could only do black media?
I think he can. I think he go past that.
That's a good question.
I think he go past that
because so far everyone on that's come on has been black, right? Am I wrong?
I think,
or this new iteration.
I
this
think
year for sure.
This year for
right?
sure.
Yeah.
This year for sure. If I had to answer you, I think he can transcend white, black, whatever. But I do feel like it's important to have someone that in our community that is able to bring up black people and it be as impactful as if it was on another entity, you know, backed by white people, etc.
Yeah.
So I think that's what really stands out for me.
Okay.
And black people love him, white people love him.
Yeah.
Everybody loves him. Yeah. You know how like some acts, maybe they get certain demos that really go hard for them.
For sure.
For the most part, he looks pretty likable across the board.
Yeah.
He does.
And I like his style too.
So break that down.
I was doing the science, right?
Yeah.
Usually on an interview or interviews that we've seen that have, you know, broke onto the scene or broke the internet.
Yeah.
It's usually a back and forth.
Pretty combative.
Kind of combative. A lot of checking facts and stuff like that. But I feel like what Unc does is he lets you pull up and he's just like, yo, get your shit off.
He do.
And then like he might ask you questions here and there because before they were saying like, even with the Cat Williams interview, they were saying, Unc, you didn't hold Cat accountable. And he was like, yo, I just let him shoot. And I'm there just, you know, I'm in his world.
Right. Yeah. And if I don't know these things to be facts or not, how the fuck I'm gonna correct a nigga?
Right.
If I don't know it to be a truth or not a truth, how I'm gonna correct a nigga if I don't know what it is at first? Yeah.
Right. I mean, there are points where you can use your common sense.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, there's no one there to like really fact check the experience that he's telling you he had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
But I think that's the good thing with new school journalism is that it's also entertainment.
Oh, for sure.
So it's not a 60 minutes interview where everything has to be just fact.
Yeah.
Let Cat Williams go off and get his shit off and make it entertaining. And then on the back end, we can see, oh, was he lying about that? Was he lying about this?
Right.
But Shannon doesn't have to interrupt him mid-interview just to fact check in that moment because it's not strict journalism. It's an open platform. It's Club Shay Shay. The name of it tells you what it is anyway.
Absolutely.
We just here kicking the shit. And then retrospectively, you can go back and say, yo, was that real? Was that, you know what I'm saying? That leaves another lane for you to, and that leaves a lane for the artist or the person to come back and give another side of it. So there can be a Cat Williams part 2. It can go on when you leave that open window like that.
Absolutely. Sure. And he's also proclaimed himself as a conversationalist.
Yep. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Just someone who enjoys to speak. And it's funny, we were talking about Chad Ochocinco earlier. He's even pivoted into what is that? What is that he does with Chad Ochocinco? Nightcap, right?
Yeah.
And
they just hit 1 million subs on YouTube.
Get out of here. That's his own separate entity from Club Shay Shay, right?
He's hot, boy.
Hot. And I guess what they do on there is they discuss games after they have occurred.
Yeah. And then in between they tell like real life stories.
Stories in between.
So one of the cool, like alluring things about Unc and Chad is that like we all know them from sport.
Yep.
Right? And Chad, we kind of grew up with, so we kind of knew his stories. You know, the bulletin board stuff he would do throughout the week, and put like DBs on there. I was like, all right, check this one off the board, kind of thing. And you know, even how he tweeted halftime at a game, at the inception of Twitter. But like we've gotten a chance to be around to see his growth.
Yeah. For sure.
But with Unc, we would just hear stories. So like, and like, we know he won 3 Super Bowls.
He was before that social media time.
Right.
When Unc was in his prime, there's no phones, nothing.
Wasn't no iPhone for that one.
Nah. You're going to see Unc on that Freaknik documentary.
Facts. Leading the charge.
Leading the charge.
For sure.
He's going to be with the football players.
And it's mad interesting to hear the stories that they tell while they're on the set.
It's funny you brought up Twitter and tweets, right? And that's kind of what my conversation around this topic is centered around today. How other people are now starting to take a Shannon Sharpe as a on-air talent, right? I wanted to read this tweet to you guys. The guy's name is @Kyron Samuels. He says, Shannon Sharpe has no peers right now. This is a generational run we're seeing from all angles. Now, before you answer that, because I do want to ask you guys if you feel like he has any current peers, if there is anyone even close to what he does, and maybe age range as well, or maybe as impactful, right? But along with that is we spoke about Nightcap, right? And on Nightcap, he kind of gets to other stuff. He might talk about
get a little frisky on Nightcap.
Get a little frisky, right?
Yeah.
Start talking about them Dominican Republic trips and shit like that, right?
They went crazy.
They kind of get into that. So I guess 2-part question. Do you guys find it cringy to see people from other fields start to talk about other topics that they usually don't speak about?
I don't think so. I think we need more of that, right? And when people get into that lane, it's kind of limiting people's opinions, right? I don't necessarily have to do something that you did to have an opinion on it, right? So I don't think we should limit people's opinions. And I think Shannon is a perfect example of that, right? So he's breaking in, he's talking about sports, but like you said, he's also bringing in personal opinions, personal experiences. Just because I'm an athlete doesn't mean I can't relate to this or that or the next thing.
Right.
So I think it's good. I don't think media right now where it's at that we can put a lid on it. Let everybody have an opinion, and where they land, where they're going to land where they land. Like everybody literally has an opinion, but everybody's not Shannon Sharpe. Everybody's not bringing that to the table, what he's doing right now. And they're not on that generational run that we're seeing right now. So just let people cook. And if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. They're going to have the opinion anyway.
And I think what's so cool to see about Shannon is that, like, all right, so Stephen A. kind of like big bro.
He big bro him a little bit.
Right?
Yeah,
big bro him a little bit.
And he kind of took him under his wing because Shannon is new to the space. And Stephen A. has, he's got time in, and he's got a lot of things that he's done that have been pivotal and like really important. So to see even Stephen A. kind of take a page from his book, where take a page from Shannon's book, where Stephen A. kind of started his own thing to separate from ESPN. So even looking at Shannon Sharpe's track record after he left Stephen A., it's like, okay, kind of took a little bit of a book from Pat McAfee.
Yeah,
definitely.
Because Pat McAfee is his own entity, and he's independent.
Yeah.
And now to see Shannon Sharpe moving and doing the things that he's done as an independent, I guess not artist, but
an media personality,
entity and media personality. It's like we're taking a real life sample size of the different avenues and the crevices that he finds himself in.
Yeah,
and then people are trying to emulate that. So, you know, Joe always says, "Yo, I wanna impact, and I wanna move things. I don't wanna be so reactionary to like trends."
Yeah.
And right now we're
proactive,
seeing
not reactive.
Right, proactive, not reactive. Right now we're seeing Shannon be in the spheres where like, yo, he's moving and shaking things, and he's the one at the pinnacle
of it
right now, at least, of like, hey, all right, I'm gonna go independent, and while I'm independent, I'm gonna do what I do, and then now he's moving charts. He's moving numbers. He's doing numbers.
And me and A was talking about that when they brought out that list on Complex about who was the biggest sports personality or sports media personality. And I think Shannon was number one.
He was number one.
And A said Stephen A should be number one.
Nah.
And the reason A said Stephen A should be number one is he said, "Oh, Stephen A's on every show on ESPN." I said, "That's cool, A, but you got to work smarter, not harder." Shannon is on ESPN twice a week,
good
but
point.
he's cooking on YouTube. He's cooking with Nightcap. So you know what I'm saying? Spread your wealth around a little bit.
Absolutely.
And he's probably still not as busy as Stephen A. Smith, but he's hotter than Stephen A. right now.
Right.
It's funny when you kind of work smarter, it can come off as if you've been doing things for longer than you have.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Because now your hands is dipped in so many pots. Q is so right. Circling back to that conversation now, I understand why he's there, right? It took me a while to get, and this was before the Cat Williams interview as well.
Before that,
I wish nigga would have told me that he had Cat in the tuck.
He had a pipe bomb
right there, goddammit.
And that's fire too. Like, yo, I'm not even going to hint you off as to what I'm about to do.
Right.
Here you go.
I'm going to just crack you with it. I wanted to ask you guys if it was cringy because I'm going to speak personally. I like speaking about a lot. Mostly about the things I feel passionate for.
Right.
But granted, we talk for a living at this point. So if it's something that people want to hear us speak about, we'll get into it, right? And we do that a lot on the main part on the Need to Know podcast. And I'm sure SaVon feels the same way as me. Shout out to SaVon. When you talk about some of these topics maybe pertaining to women,
I know where you're going.
And you're a guy.
Being in women's business.
It looked like you in women's business.
They be in men's business sometimes too, though. We're gonna be honest.
But they don't. But we don't. We pussy. We don't tell them to stay. We pussy. We don't tell. We don't tell them to stay out of our business.
Nah, we can't say that.
We can't. Oh, stay out of my business. And you know what she's gonna say? All right, we'll go get with a nigga. What I'm gonna say?
But you know what I think too with that? I think we also value the woman's opinion on a lot of men's business.
That's a fact.
Because
making points today.
To piggyback off of that, Q, that was a great point.
Yeah,
I think it's so cool to have like another perspective there, kind of like just watching what you're doing. Because there's a thing called the Johari's window. So basically, everyone's got blind spots. Okay. So if I'm doing something and like it's working to a certain extent at the same time, or like, hey, like you're doing this and it's kind of cringy and you don't realize it, you always need somebody there to be like, all right, yo, you may not see this, but
a different point of view, essentially.
Right.
And that's why I was asking, because I do see that a lot of people are supporting Shannon, but if there's any sort of hate that I'm seeing on his run right now, it's that he's getting in women's business. It's that it's kind of cringy to see a nigga 6'4" with all them muscles talk about women in beef, right? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, when we spoke about Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion, I really didn't care. I really didn't care. I'll be honest with you. But I wanted to make sure I was entertaining enough for our audience, right? And we spoke about things that were trending in the culture.
Right.
But deep down,
to be informed,
I don't really be in a business like that. You know, and it might throw off how you're presented or looked at. Yeah. What you about to say?
I think it's tricky. You see me cooking, right? I'm really thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because it gets really deeper, because when you're talking just about from like an equality standpoint, like a lot of times women feel like, oh, we have to work harder than men and things like that, which can be true.
Absolutely.
But then if you don't have the media pundits or the entities spotlighting what women are going through, even if it's from a man's perspective, how is that hitting the mainstream if I can't give my opinion on the hottest woman topic that's going on, whether it's the Nicki Minaj beat, whether it's asking Monique what's going on, whether it's he just sat down with Sweetie and he did some stuff with her. Like, if I can't give my opinion on this, how do we uplift women and bring their story to the spotlight if a man can't have an opinion on it?
That's a great point. That's a great...
And I think to piggyback off of that too, like recently, the Breakfast Club did kind of like a segment on some stuff that he said about Just Hilarious.
Oh yeah, he was part of the rollout.
Unc said,
it was part of the rollout.
Top of the rollout too.
Top of the rollout.
So like, there's a way to say it,
After the breakfast,
right?
Yeah.
And I think I think at this point too, being that Unc is so new in the space, we're gonna have to grace him with a little stuff.
Find this footage.
Yeah, like yo, this is. Yeah. This take was cool, but you could probably package it differently and not say this.
Say this. Yeah.
So he basically was talking about Just Hilarious's body, and he said, she's a pretty woman, to say the least.
He's complimenting her.
Yeah, he's complimenting her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say this though. I'm gonna be all in women's business when it's about some shit I care about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what I care about. I don't know if you guys heard this. We're gonna be in and out of that.
Yeah.
Glorilla got a new song out. It's been out for a few now. Yeah, Glow. Yeah, Glow. I love all that shit, right? And Q poses a very, very good point, right? If there are people who want to support women, but you guys feel like if you're not a woman, you can't speak about it, damn, man, how much further?
Audience.
Yeah, we limiting the audience. How much further is it gonna go? I want to tell y'all to go bump. Yeah, Glow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or you can have an opinion on Glow or the Nicki Minaj diss track or Meg Thee Stallion diss track and talk about their beef and dissect the beef and have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
And it should be cool. Like,
I agree.
We all here together. Men talk about women and women talk about men. Why we can't? Of course, there's like P said, there's a tasteful way to do it.
Absolutely.
And sometimes the Unc might cross that line and he's still learning in the space, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think he should still have that avenue to give an opinion.
Oh, for sure.
On it.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, I'm not going front. You fucked me up with that one, Q.
Yeah, I was cooking a little bit.
Q came in pot. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm potting.
Yo, you like Glow like that?
I love. Yeah.
That's you. That's your type.
You hear my voice? It's my type.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna trap me.
He taking it. Don't do that.
You ain't gonna trap me. Yeah, Glow.
That's your type.
That's Glow.
Okay.
That's my type.
PSA. Hey, Glow.
Yeah.
This is Pierre here.
She busy.
If for some reason you wind up, being here and listening to up until this point,
he busy.
Alex right here, he got a thing for you.
Wow. Actually, you gonna let that
off air? He was telling me that like that's his favorite like personality.
Yeah, Glow.
Well, let me jump in. Hey, Flo Millie. This is Q here.
That's my other little boo.
I'm here to tell you that
yeah.
His glasses fogged up. His hands got sweaty when you pulled up to Sirius XM. He's also a very big fan. So if you made it to this point in the pod, my man she would love to treat you to something nice.
And I got another one. Hey, Thames.
Thames.
He wound up listening to this point right here.
Little chocolate.
Our friend Alex,
chocolate.
good guy. Yeah. He might want to see you.
See, this if you guys listen at home, you gotta get you some homies that know you or that are gonna advocate for you when you're in the room and when you're out the room.
Yo, can I ask a favor?
What you need?
Can somebody talk in the camera and address Coco Jones for me?
Coco Jones, I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, Coco, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Off air, Q was telling me he really got a thing for you. He got an eye for you.
Damn.
He said that music you be putting out it's almost as good as what you look like.
He said when he hear you, he hear heaven.
Come on now. And I'm always listening.
God be talking to him.
Always. Salute to all those queens we mentioned today.
Yeah. Salute.
And don't let that, it's y'all job now to take that message out. Salute.
Can we clip this?
We can clip that shit. What you talking about?
We're about to put both of y'all on.
Yeah. Speaking about women and stuff.
Yeah.
This leads me to the next thing.
Yeah.
Apple Vision Pro scaring the hoes.
Oh my God, all of them.
That's just scaring the hoes.
Yeah, P.
It reminds me of, remember when TikTok had the Pokemon joint?
Oh, niggas was just outside.
Yeah, like
the little Pokemon game, right?
I got a Gengar.
Niggas, I got a Charizard. I went to Central Park.
It was like augmented reality.
Niggas, get out of here.
I think they should have had a beta phase of it.
They jumped right in.
They just jumped right into it. So.
Yeah, because they saw the Meta glasses were already out, right?
Oculus
joined by Facebook, right?
Yep.
So naturally competitors got to compete.
Yeah. Nah, like I saw the video of the guy, I guess the first person that got it here in New York, coming out of the Apple Fifth Avenue store.
Mm-hmm. And I saw that.
Immediately I went in the comments. I said, we got to get this brother some ass. Like, fam.
Yeah, they escorted him out. Like they were like people.
He's carrying a bag all weird. Like, bro, what are you about to go home and do with that?
Oh, you know what he about to go home and do with that? Spank that chicken.
Yo,
he about to spank that chicken in 8K.
But it's definitely scaring the hoes away. Like I see it, and I'm just like, no baddies want to be around this. But I have a solution. Like I think I could find a way.
You might tip them off right now. This is version 2.
I'm gonna get the hoes back. This is what you got to do because the Vision Pro is 3K. So it's
about 3,500.
It's telling the baddies that you got a little change to spend if you're gonna spend 3K on the goggles. So this is what you gotta do. You just gotta make it a fashion statement. Throw the Vision Pro on, like remember when the Prada ski goggles came out?
Yeah, to the side.
To the side.
To the side.
Throw the Vision Pros on to the side.
Okay.
Don't even use them. Just let the baddies know y'all got 3K on the head right now. You feel me?
I like that.
Cool.
Or shout out to the internet, man. Go get you some Cartier buffs.
Easy. Use that 3K better.
Use that 3K better. You want they're timeless. They don't scare the hoes.
Do they appreciate in value?
They appreciate in value. Women will also see you to be rich. Okay? See? You got options now.
I understand that.
I'm trying to tell you because I want to know if it's scaring the hoes now because you're supposed to wear them all the time. Y'all are going through my thought process in real time.
I see you cooking.
I see it, yeah.
Dog, I didn't realize that you could still see through them. Granted, salute to technology.
Yeah.
So when you put them on, though it looks like it's just a black film on top of the goggles, you can actually see through it, right?
Yeah, it's like tinted.
It's like tinted.
It's like tinted glass.
Pierre, you did some homework on this shit?
Yeah, of course.
Break down the specs and all of that for me, man. What's going on with it, man?
All right, so it's pretty much just the alluring fact of it. It's mixed reality. It has mixed reality capabilities.
Right.
And Apple's calling it the new era of spatial computing. So like
spatial.
I don't even know what that is.
So like you know how like when you're on your desktop, you can have multiple tabs open.
Yep.
Or multiple browsers open.
Absolutely.
It's pretty much that, but you can move them.
So that's when they be pinching it and doing all that.
Yeah, you could minimize it. You could flip. You could watch 4 things at the same time. If you wanted to, you could watch games. You can turn around. You could kind of like leave a browser open behind you, and all you got to do is turn around and look at it, and you could just do a lot of things. You could do if you're on a Zoom meeting or a Zoom call, you could have a specific background behind you. So kind of like what Zoom already has, but in glasses form. The only thing I don't necessarily like about it, as of right now, is you have to be tethered, I believe, to your phone.
It has to be connected to the phone.
Yeah.
So that's with that extra wire pieces. Okay. But
so
Apple likes to just like
in stages.
Yeah, they like to spoon feed us. So they're gonna take the wire out and it'll be the Vision Plus Pro X.
Yeah, X. And it'll be 5,000. Yeah.
Y'all been had the technology.
You can get the X Pro
right
for another 7.
Yeah, if you really want to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
Damn, see, I don't know. Salute to everybody that's gotten one. I've seen a lot of people already bought them.
Would you get one?
I like hoes.
Yeah. Once you say you could look back and see your browser, I'm just like, yo, you get no ass, bro. Like, you want to look back and see your browser?
Nah, but even from like you could edit on it. It's literally like a computer that you could just do different things on.
I'm mad as hell. Yeah. Is this one of those things that you guys feel like it's here to stay and it's not being experimental? Like a PSP.
Yeah.
I thought we was in the future when that motherfucker came out.
I mean, they was cooking with that.
They was cooking. Yeah. You mean to tell me a PlayStation in your hands?
Yeah.
You feel me? So is granted, Meta also has their version of the goggles now.
Yeah.
Apple has their. So the competitors at play.
Oh, for sure.
Is this thing to stay? Am I going to be left behind? Type of thing. What do you guys think it's going to turn into?
I think it's here to stay. I just think we're not there yet. Like, you see how we kind of on the fence about it? I'm pretty sure if you play this clip back in a year or two, we might be in here Vision Pro'd out, podding through. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know where technology is going to take it. What I will say is it's better to learn the technology and get familiar with it before you get too far behind. Because that's how I am with TikTok.
For sure.
Like, I can't put together a good TikTok reel in a favorable amount of time for nothing. Because there's so many options with the new technology. You see how I just explained it? Like, the browser could be back there. You can pinch this. And if you don't learn it or at least get familiar with it, when it really starts to pop off, if it does, you're going to be so far behind. So even if you don't like it, at least know what's going on and get familiar with it.
Like, you owe yourself the due diligence to at least
be familiar.
Learn an aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because you just never know when it'll branch off into something else that you might need to know.
Yeah, pun intended. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was good.
No, that was real good. All right, maybe I might get myself acclimated with it because you're right. I'm just like Q when it comes to TikTok. I don't know what the fuck going on over there. Yeah. And we're only getting older.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, yo, I'm too old for this TikTok shit. And now, like, I be on it and I be trying to put together little stuff, and it's just like,
damn,
dog, my joint ain't really. It ain't fire like that.
It ain't fire. And you don't want to
need more time with it.
You do, yeah. You don't want to become like your parents, where it's like, because they felt like they was too old, they never tried to learn it.
Yeah, and now my mom can't decipher like the spam posts on Facebook.
Yeah, oh my God.
She asked me before, like, oh, did Sexy Red really get pregnant by Drake? I'm like, Ma, you can't tell like that's spam.
Nah, the real
like
battle.
They can't
You know how they really
dissect it.
You know how they really get in OGs?
Yeah.
They text them with a fake UPS link.
Oh, your package hasn't been delivered
I
yet.
said, Ma, don't touch that.
They got all your address, your social security number of a package she never ordered.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Can't differentiate anything.
Can't differentiate anything, man. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, we're gonna pivot a little bit here.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about Kanye for a little bit. It could be in and out. I feel like Kanye is a timeless topic at this point.
For sure.
By his own doing.
By his own doing. He's can't be replicated.
Definitely can't.
But that might be smart though.
Oh, absolutely.
Keep yourself relevant.
Oh, for sure. And he knows how to do it well. If there's anything he's known how to do. Kanye is currently working on a solo album. And this was confirmed by Eric Sermon. Eric Sermon, formerly of EPMD, not formerly, EPMD, Eric Sermon. And Eric Sermon, of course, he does a lot of production.
Yeah.
And salute to him because one of the elder statesmen in rap that are still making music at a high level.
And getting that bag.
Getting that bag, right? You heard what he said about what he was making off The Weeknd and Metro Boomin, right?
Getting that bag.
Okay, said he make about $200K every 4 months or so.
That's tough.
Just off of that royalty, right? So I love seeing what my OGs eat. But, you know, back to Kanye, he's also put out music with Ty Dolla $ign as of recently. And I feel like my care is fading away.
For Kanye himself.
Not excited for it?
I'm just not excited for anything Kanye these days. Okay. Even when it comes to the clothes, too. Like, I feel like that was at least one of the things that I was, all right, cool. Like, he's going to throw one cool little trinket. I don't know what it is these days, but I wanted to ask you guys, and this is just maybe, you know what, I'll keep it on music.
Okay. When
it comes to Kanye's music, I truly don't care for it anymore. Specifically because I don't think he can rap no more.
like he's involved in, like, too many things have been going on for him to, like, still be at that high level of rap.
It's hard.
Yeah, I feel that. I got about halfway through the Vultures joint on the way here, and that was something that stood out to me. And that was crazy that you said that, because before you even said that, I was thinking that on my way here. I'm like, these raps, like the way he delivers the bar, is kind of outdated a little bit.
In a way.
Yeah, like the punchline, the way he's getting to the bar and stuff like that. I can't think of the bar that he said off the top of my head, but it was just like a like, you built all that up to say that. It was one of those things.
Would
like,
you think he's okay.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say the production is still good, but the lyricism, it's more to be desired.
You think he's still, like, not still, but you think with this he's in an experimental phase?
I think he's always in the experimental phase. I think he was in experimental phase with Donda, and I really like Donda.
I did.
So we can't really knock Kanye for experimenting. There's going to be hit or misses anytime you experiment musically or sonically like that.
Yeah.
But this one, I haven't gone through the whole joint, so I don't want to, like, kill it. And sometimes it has to grow on you a little bit. But first, listen, what A said, that's something that stood out to me. Just the lyricism. If he's going to be on there rapping, it just wasn't. It just wasn't hitting.
I'm listening to Pierre.
Question for you guys.
Yeah.
What was Kanye's last, to you guys personally, what was Kanye's last, like, good rap album?
Life of Pablo.
Life of Pablo?
Life of Pablo.
Okay.
I mean, and you know what? I like Donda. To Q's
like
point,
he was getting some stuff off.
I felt, but see, this is the thing with me and Donda, right? And usually he always calls in on people. Like he's not new to doing that. Something about Donda felt like an out of body experience.
I like Donda. Right? I'll say Donda because he got a couple joints off on Donda.
See, when I hear 30 hours on Life of Pablo, when you say in terms of rapping,
but Drake wrote that.
Yo, chill, Q.
He did. All the Grammys on the credits.
Yeah, but in terms of him, but in terms of, like, how he performed it.
Oh, the way he delivered it.
How he delivered it, right? Because we didn't like his delivery on Vultures. We don't really like his current delivery now, right? To Donda's point, though, because Q is right. Donda was a very good project. I still enjoy Donda. Did
Kanye put any other accoutrements out with Donda? Like, what's the documentary he had? What's it called? Yeezus?
Yeezus,
Did that come out the same time as
Nah,
Donda?
I don't think it did.
Okay.
No, I think he might have put that documentary out. Was that the previous one with like Jesus is King or something like that? That he had a film with it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that one was really more gospel-y, if that's a word. I don't even know if that's a word, but that one was more along the lines of that. I thought Donda was. It was still had the gospel, but it was like rap. People was on there spitting and stuff like that. So
Absolutely.
I like Donda a lot, and I thought he had some good lyricism on there.
I do.
Because with Kanye and his albums, I kind of look at it as like each album is a chapter of his life, right?
Yes.
So the better ones like Donda, I'm always thinking about, all right, what from the outside looking in was going on with him around that time.
Mm-hmm.
And like, obviously it infuses his music, but like, you know, just to kind of draw the distinction of, okay, if he's in this phase, because usually we don't see Kanye saying anything, you know, I don't want to say crazy, but saying anything
that's going to stick, really?
Yeah. Or just saying anything in general until he had, that's part of his
until he's going through something.
Yeah. That makes sense. And I don't know, I think I'm tired of his rollouts as well. They're really predictable.
They're too drawn out.
They're too drawn out, right?
And our attention spans nowadays is just like roll out, give me the music.
Like I know you're gonna announce the album. I know the day you announce it's not gonna come
20
out.
20 album listenings already.
You're gonna do the album, and that's another thing too. Even the album listening parties aren't as impactful.
His in particular?
Okay. I'll speak as of recently.
As of recently,
because before, you know, when he announced
when he did that, I think it was for the Life of Pablo when he was in MSG, and that was just like historic. And me and A were just saying he had one at UBS Arena.
He did.
We didn't even know about it.
They even know about it. UBS is not too far from me, and I didn't hear any of my close people talk about it. My cousin went, and I still haven't seen footage.
Yeah,
to this day,
he didn't promo it.
See, that's the thing too, right? It's hard to promo when a lot of these buildings aren't allowing for you to perform.
Right. And it gets tricky because all right, what's the promo if Kanye's being yanked out your algorithm? Right?
You see what I'm saying?
True. He's messing with the wrong people. He's talking about the wrong people. Then you can promo it all you want. But those are the people that's going to control your algorithm and control what you see. So
and push it or not.
It's a machine behind everything at the end of the day. No matter how much money and power Kanye got, you still got to play the game a little bit.
So we credit Kanye for being smart, right?
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
Yeah, for sure. To a certain extent.
He's a genius.
Wait, for sure.
Do you think he factors that in? He factors that in when he
I think a lot of times Kanye can run off of emotion and can be very sporadic. If he's angry today and he's like, yo, fuck everybody today.
Yeah.
Like you see how I started off the joint saying I hate niggas. And that was just more like a joking sense, but Kanye will take that and go with it. And now you stepping on people's toes that you really gonna need to get into these arenas to have a good album rollout.
Absolutely.
Or to get in these algorithms so people know what's going on with Vultures, right? You stepping on the wrong people's toes and you doing it so like matter of factly, and then you're like, oh damn, maybe I shouldn't have did that. That's why he did the apology when he walked it back a little bit. But now people like, it's over.
Because I like times like that. I wonder. All right, no one's above reproach.
Yeah,
I don't care who you are.
Right.
But I think about, all right, who on Kanye's team can really get through that?
No one.
Who is Kanye's team?
No one. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Jules.
Another good question.
Yes, Jules. That's not a good sign.
That's a PO.
I mean,
that's his PO.
Yeah, but like, no, really, who is Kanye's team now?
No one.
Because if you my
Kanye can't have a team.
Yeah, you don't think so?
Hell, Kanye is very much, this is how I feel.
Okay.
This is how it's going to go down. It's either you want to be a part of how I formulated it,
right,
or you're not going to be involved at all. See, it's dangerous to kind of be with those types of people because you automatically become a yes man by default.
Damn.
Even if you probably have an opinion, he's probably like, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are people that he does respect and listens to. We don't know him, though.
Yeah. we don't see the fruits of it.
We don't see the fruits of it. Maybe he listens to his daughter. Maybe Northwest. Not the Northwest, man.
Yeah, she killed that. That was one of my favorite joints on there, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I love the
fact I love the video too.
Yeah.
Working with your kids, right? I love that. Sort of speaking about working about kids. Romeo Miller and Master P. This is and we don't have to spend a ton of time here. But before we even get to that, I wanted to ask you guys if your parents have ever put credit cards in your names when you was a kid.
I started off I had a solid upbringing. Yeah.
What about you, P?
Nah, my parents didn't do that.
It's so fucked up that you're so right, Q. I feel like if you didn't have a solid upbringing, if your parents did that. And again, this is not to poke fun at anyone. I know everyone's life
Everybody's come up is different. Sometimes you might have to do that.
Absolutely.
But your kid got the best credit.
You gotta get that call. You gotta put in little Johnny name.
Yeah, their credit gonna be smoked by the time they're 12.
On a zero.
Exactly.
You need responsible parents to do that, though.
Gotcha. Yeah, because if you have some responsible parents, they're probably just trying to set you up correctly, right?
Yeah.
Granted, I'm bringing this up because I'm not saying that this is what Master P has done to Romeo. But over the last few years, Romeo and Master P have had disputes over money. And one thing I've always thought about, of course, it's a father-son dynamic, is being the son of a prominent person in the entertainment industry, and how many things you're allowed to say yes and no to, right? And it led me to, like, for us normal kids, I knew I had homies that was like, yeah, I got a credit card on my nigga. We was a 9.
Right. What are you getting?
What the fuck are you buying?
Skittles is not that expensive.
What bill is in your name, right? And I only think about it that way is because when you don't have a choice, when you don't have a choice to, right? And we all know Romeo to be Lil Romeo, right? Like he got put on because his pops is on, right? And I guess some folk would probably call Romeo a little bit entitled, or maybe ungrateful, right? Because he was fed with a what do you call it? A silver spoon, right? You were fed with a silver spoon from day one. We know that to be the truth. Shit, I used to watch your show on Nickelodeon. Like it kind of seemed like you always had it made a little bit, good. Right? Now in his adult age, it seems as if he's having a lot of issues with what was going concurrent in his household as a child that he had no control over, right? So most recently, Rap Snacks. Q and Pierre recently made me realize that Rap Snacks have been along.
They've been snacking.
They've been snacking. I ain't realize how long they was snacking.
They've been snacking for a minute,
right? And I guess a new dispute that Romeo Miller was having with his dad recently was that he felt like he didn't see the money that was owed to him from the Rap Snacks because, again, his father was in charge. Well, you know, when you're a kid and you are, of course, not of age yet, the money is gonna go to your parents. And what's your parents 9 times out of 10? Remember when you used to get a kid as a child? And then what your parents did? They took it for you. What they said they were going to do with that money?
They're going to put that away for you. Put it away for later.
Put it away for later. Fucked up part is you get older and it come later.
It's been later.
And you don't see nothing.
And you don't see what you're looking for.
Yo, that whole 18 years, what was you doing?
Trying to tell you something like, what the fuck is going on? So before we kind of get into like the Rap Snack story per se, and I do think that they've amended it. I'll get to that. I wanted to kind of speak about the dynamic really quickly, right? Like, do you feel like Romeo had much of a say? Does Master P have any wrongs in this as a parent?
I think so. And I'll say this because sometimes when you bring up your kid in the industry, it can be tough. And you want to have a good balance between, like you said, having that silver spoon, but also making them work for it.
Right.
So you have to see what side of the fence the parent is on. Some parents are like, yo, I had to get it out the mud. So I don't want my kid to go through that. I worked this hard, so my kid don't got to do nothing. I'm going to just give it to him. I think a lot of the time, Romeo was spoon-fed coming up. Like you said, he had the show. We saw him on 106 in Park. He had the hit song. We like, oh, Romeo is up. He's good. He got the No Limit chain. Then when he get older and the money dry up a little bit, it's just like, oh, nah, but my dad, it gets tricky with that because your dad also had you up for a little minute when you was younger. So now we don't know, did Romeo fumble the bag?
Right.
Or did Master P fumble the bag for Romeo? Right. So I think that's where it gets tricky at. But I think at the end of the day, the parent can still be to blame because you're the one that's setting up that foundation. You're the one that set the path for Romeo, whether you were going to spoon feed him or let him get it out the mud. You kind of set that lane for him and told him, yo, drive in this lane. So when the lane gets fucked up, I'm going to come back to you like, yo, dad, you told me we was good. We not good? That's where I think they at with it.
And for me personally, if you look at just the dynamic alone, father-son dynamic, right? I think, Master P being the elder. Let's say he did mess up. He did mess up a little bit, right? Let's say that was the case. If I'm Romeo, I gotta know or have the sense within myself, like, all right, my dad did all he could.
It's time for me to do it.
Had me up. So now that things might be a little tight or however it looks, it's my turn to take the baton. I can't always just rely on my parents. At some point, you got to grow up.
I love both sides of this right now.
And you've been around technology longer. And you've grown up with technology, I would say.
Right.
For longer, so use that to your advantage.
I like that point, but what's Romeo's baton?
He's had
what is he taking, right? Romeo don't got nothing.
He doesn't have anything?
What can Romeo make pop off right now to put Master P on his back?
He can act.
Yeah.
Tubi?
Q!
Nah, my bad, Romeo.
Q!
But seriously, it's like, it's to the point now when it's like, you're like, all right, Romeo, go get the bag. And Romeo's like, how? Like, what am I going to do?
Maybe to Pierre's point,
He could do something.
Maybe to Pierre's point, right? You would expect, because he's a father now too, right?
He is.
So your whole mindset kind of changes when you become a parent, right? So you would assume that Q is right. If you didn't have the baton in your adolescence or in your teen years, nigga, maybe by 30-something, you would kind of at least have a direction. And I'm sure, and I know y'all would leave it in the comments, that he probably has. Yeah. I know he's a current actor. I know he's gotten into other things, right? Yeah. So I'm glad that we got both perspectives from that, right? Because I'm in the middle. Yeah. I truly am. I truly feel as if like, I'm a type of person, right? You guys know I never met my pops or nothing like that, but I was never the type of person to put the blame on him,
right,
for what I want my life to develop or turn into.
Right.
On the other side of that, I also don't know what it's like to be in adolescence and probably be promised certain things and be promised certain things and promised certain things while you're being, air quotes, rewarded, right? It's hard for me with that because I don't know how much of it is your parents say to make you do something or how much of it was you wanting to do something, right?
Yeah. Right.
So it's a little split, but we do wish the best for them. We're about to get up out of here. Karen is looking at me with 4 different faces. I'm sorry. But I wanted to play this real quick, and I swear we're getting out of here. Yeah. This is a clip from Romeo on 106 in Park. You guys got your headphones on, right?
Yeah.
Where can you get these tips? In the stores? You can
you can go to like certain stores.
Okay.
Like retail stores, it don't matter.
Y'all have to request the rap snacks by Romeo at the store.
I see them in Philly, Baltimore, DC, LA.
That's it?
That night.
We gotta get those.
So that's just a clip of Romeo being real young and on the original 106 in Park with Free and AJ. So just goes to show how long that he's been a part of the company. He's been looking for his cut. Some good news in all of this.
We like good news.
There's a silver line in all of this. It seems as if TMZ is reporting that he's finally getting his money. Romeo is finally getting his money after 15 years of free labor.
Getting his money from who?
Romeo Miller is snapping the olive branch. His dad, Master P, offered in half. He had around the receipts.
From his dad?
Yeah, because his dad, and there was another guy that owns Rap Snacks along with Master P.
Oh, so they got it right there.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah, but
if it's another party involved, I'm pretty sure Master P might have had to get that right before he could even offer up anything.
The splits wasn't really the splits.
It wasn't really splitting correctly, right? Yeah. So we'll talk more about this. You guys have been great here today.
Thank you, man. I really enjoyed this one.
If you've been spoiled your whole life, it's time to just do something on your own.
I like that. Yeah, that's a nice note to end off on. That's a moral of the story. I like to wrap it on that. Again, this has been We Have More Thoughts with QP.
Yeah.
All right, QP-ski. That's Quincy. That's Pierre. And you will be seeing more of us as a 3, as a tandem, as whoever who's available. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And everything we did discuss here, again, we love when you guys leave what you have to say in the comments.
Let us know.
Yeah, we will see you soon. And also, leave some shit you guys want us to talk about.
Yeah.
Preferably evergreen sort of stuff that we could talk about whenever. We do try to do that here. And again, it's been We Have More Thoughts. We out of here, gang.
Yeah. Tams, don't forget, he's free. All right? Please.
And Coco Jones.
Tams and Coco Jones. Please, my boy. He good.
Hold up.
Later, y'all.